Hey friends, Coach Lisa here with morethanabody.com, and welcome to my latest edition in my video series that I call Lisa, What's the Deal? This is where I give straight shooting, non-sciencey, relatable answers to some of the more common health and fitness questions and frustrations that I hear from my circle. And today's question is this: Lisa, what's the deal with stress? I am so covered up with all of the things that my stress levels are off the chart, right? Haven't we all said this a time or two or three? Let me first say that this idea of feeling stressed is relative, right? What you feel stressed over and what I feel stressed over is going to be different. In fact, I have some clients that tell me, Lisa, I feel guilty that I'm stressed over the things that I stress about because my life is pretty good. So I'm not here to tell you not to stress over certain things or to turn that frown upside down, my friend, or count your blessings or practice gratitude. Although I am a huge fan of all of those things. But here's the deal. We could practice all of those things and still have things in our life that make us feel stressed. So what I want to talk about today is that feeling of stress, and specifically the hormonal response that we have to that feeling and how that impacts our health. Most importantly, at the end of this video, I'll give you a super simple 3-step process to identify the chronic stress triggers in your life and address them. So let's first talk about this hormone cortisol. So cortisol is released by our adrenals whenever we feel stress. So this could come on from an acute event. Maybe we witness a fender bender on the way home, or we see something startling in a movie. It can also be caused by exercise, by sleep deprivation, just by, work deadlines. So all these things can cause cortisol, this hormone, to be released by the adrenals. In the right amount, at the right time, cortisol is our best friend. In fact, cortisol is the hormone that helps us wake up in the morning and feel alert. It also helps us function under times of stress. It gives our cells the energy that they need. It gives our brain kind of that alertness that we need in order to operate and get through these stressful events. So again, in the right amount, at the right time, stress is our best friend. It's the chronic, elevated levels of stress that is so troublesome to our health. Constantly feeling stressed has a hormonal and cellular impact on us. So it affects us at a cellular level in our bodies. It can cause inflammation. It can cause blood sugar spikes. It can cause weight loss resistance, poor sleep, tummy issues, poor immunity, and on and on and on. So obviously, for optimal health, we need to take a close look at those chronic stress triggers in our life and work to eliminate them or minimize them in order to regulate this hormone cortisol. Well, my friend, I've got your back. In fact, I have a super easy 3-step process to help you do just that. Now, I'm going to walk you through it here in this video, but for free, you can download the worksheet. I will provide the link below, so you don't have to take notes, but let me walk you through the process. I call this the EAT strategy, so you can eat stress before it eats you. I know that sounds so corny, but it's effective. I don't care if it's corny if it works, right? And it's easy to remember. Here's how it works. Step 1, you are going to make a list in writing of all of the chronic stress triggers in an average day or week in your life. All those things that chronically come up that cause a rise in anxiety. And this list needs to be very specific. So you can't just put on the list, my kids stress me out. You have to be very specific, like doing homework with my kids late in the evening stresses me out. So be very specific. Step 2 then is to go through your list and assign an EAT strategy to every one of those triggers. So the acronym EAT stands for 3 specific strategies. Let me walk you through. The E stands for eliminate. I guarantee you there's probably a few on your stress trigger list that are not yours to worry about, or someone else could handle that. Can you hire a tutor for the kids? Or maybe spending the weekend taking care of your yard stresses you out. Can you hire a kid from your neighborhood to come help? So look through your list, for those that you can eliminate. Now, the A stands for accept. I guarantee there's a few triggers on that list that you need to just take a deep breath and accept them. Maybe it's your negative coworker. Maybe it's your nosy neighbor or rush hour traffic. These are the things that you have no control over. So just take a deep breath, let them go, and accept them. And research shows that just that acceptance can reduce your anxiety. Now, the T stands for tackle. There are some stress triggers on that list that you just need to face head on. This strategy takes some work, but it will be so worth it in the long run. Maybe you need to have that tough conversation with your boss, or declutter your house, or get rid of that volunteer position that you thought was going to be a few hours a week and now it's full-time and you resent it. Now, tackling these stress triggers, I know what you're thinking, is going to cause some initial stress. That's okay. Just remember, it's going to be worth it in the long run because you will reduce that chronic stress, which is what is so detrimental to your health. And step 3 is probably the easiest one. You need to put these strategies on your calendar because what doesn't get planned does not get done. Now, don't forget, I created a worksheet. It's free to download. The link is below this video so you don't forget any of these steps. So there you have it, my friends. I hope that was helpful. That's what's the deal with stress. I hope you can put some of these strategies to use and reduce your own chronic stress levels in your life. Now, if you like this video, you can head over to YouTube and click the like button. You can also share it with your stressed out friends and family so they can reduce their stress. And while you're there, if you have a comment or want to share some input with me, go ahead and comment. I love reading those. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you, as always, for spending a few minutes of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you next time.